Duskwood has had a hell of a day and a hell of a night, and she doesn't have that much to show for it. Her expedition down here has only led to very close calls, and so a different approach will be needed. But looking outside that window right now, she can see the sun slowly getting lower. In just over 2 hours' time, it will have set. With that, Dusk will be able to head out into the night, as right now, beneath her feet, a hoard slowly but surely grows. Coal has not been found, but it can be made. Charcoal, that is. And the refugee center will provide the safety and the security that she needs while she works her magic. But first, Dusk needs to leave this section of the city with all her limbs intact. Kia ora, Legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. No Hope. We've got about 2 hours until sunset, 2.5 hours. And there's a few things that we can do before sunset. The first we're going to want to do is turn off our exoskeleton for the moment, and we'll probably just go and drop that on the ground. Just so that isn't going to be losing charge. I'd love to be able to get a little bit more mana before we head outside after the sun has set. But the most important thing that I was wanting to have a look at is our electronics that are in our bag. So on the ground here, and yes, the shorted ink tablet PC and the MP3 player. Oh yes, and we also have mutagen, which we probably want to have a look at consuming some of right now, because let's just have a look and see. Are we still warping? We're not warping, but we're changing. We're probably going to be warping after we consume some mutagen, which we're going to, because yeah, we're going to. Whenever Dusk gets close to these, well, I mean, she wasn't close. It was a near-death encounter in the last episode. She usually ends up consuming mutagen soon afterwards, and that will help, I hope. Yes, changing, and we have the Elf A primer in there as well. Okay, so with that being dealt with for the moment, let's see if we can go into this pack here and get out some of the things that we need. So we'll just drop the hammer for the moment. And then, let's see, doesn't fit in any pockets. Okay, well, that's frustrating. We'll just have to wear the backpack for now. That's totally fine. I'm okay with that. Now, if we activate our soldering iron here, I'm hoping that we can see what we need to repair. Okay, the soldering iron has 0 charges, but needs 1. We can potentially give that a charge. Well, can we? We'd need a battery in there that can be recharged, and I don't actually think it has any battery in there at all right now. Okay, so this can be plugged in to vehicle controls or an appliance. I'm not actually seeing anything about batteries there now. We could use it to craft portable soldering iron. So I think there's been a bit of a change with the soldering irons. That isn't the end of the world, because we can do stuff here. We're going to unload our exoskeleton, and we are going to place the medium battery just to the side here. And oh boy, that was more than a little loud. They haven't got through the floor yet, so that's good. We got that going for us. Now, let's have a look at that soldering iron again, see if we can activate it. Activate, plug in. We're going to attach it to there. Excellent. Okay, we have now connected it, so theoretically, we should be able to use it now. Okay, I think so. Repair. Okay, we can repair the headlamp, the USB drive. Can't repair these right now, so let's see. It says broken. Don't know if that's really mend. Mend. Okay. We'll take an hour. We need a circuit board and we need some solder. Damn. Okay, so I don't think we have solder anywhere. We might have some maybe back at our home base. You'd hope that there would be solder here, but nay. We can get some parts from the laptop that's over here. At least I think that's a laptop. So we could look at taking that apart. I'm not... Oh, actually, you know what? The floor has collapsed there. Okay, yeah, right. So solder something that we definitely want to keep an eye out for. So we can fix these things. That's good, because we're going to need to. All of our recipes are on those devices. I also do think that soldier is probably something that we're going to be able to pick up from the refugee center, so let's try and do something else with our time then. The first thing that we're going to do is take down the appliance here, because that's going to take time to do anyway. Okay, there we go, and we'll just reload the exoskeleton so that it's going to be good to go when we are good to go. And you know what, seeing as it's been a while since we've done some contemplation, let's try, I was going to say do some contemplation on our voltaic strikes, but honestly, force shove is still so useful. I'd love to be able to do wave of force, but we need to have a different dust here. So, contemplate force shove. We're actually just going to crouch down so things can't see us as easily, I think. And we're going to stop there. We were briefly attacked by a corrosive zombie. There's also a hippie van frame that has ended up in the building here. So something threw a van at us. I don't think it was the zombie dwarf, but we have a lot of things down beneath us now. Like, just so many things, and they've been creating quite a bit of mess. Yeah, we can see that the corrosive zombie's acid reflected off of our torso. That's good. Having a look at our force shove at the moment, it is level 14. We didn't manage to get level there, but we've definitely gotten closer. There's only 1,000 more experience that's needed to be able to get that up. Okay, but we gotta get going. So let's go get our suit on here. We're going to activate that thing. Let's wield that hammer of ours, and ouch, right in the torso. Okay, so just making sure we're not leaving anything else behind. I still am a little unsure how that got to be up here. That is definitely concerning to me. We do have our wand of greater fireball, so we can deal with some of the dead down there. And I'm kind of tempted to see if we can climb on top of the roof. Man, this place has really been falling apart. Oh, there is still a staircase there, but it ain't much of one. So if we are to try and get out onto this ledge, to try and get onto the roof to maybe try and pop them from up top, we are going to have to destroy this window, because we cannot climb through windows. So we'll have to destroy that, and then we'll have to destroy the frame. Oh, there's just a straight up ledge there now. Can we jump across this ledge onto this flat tile roof? I would hope so. Okay, too burdened. Oh, right, of course. Let's deal with that burdening. So we are going to go and activate our lifting field. So let's go and start concentrating on that. Wonderful. We feel that little tingle as we consume calories there. We're going to insert the rucksack. Okay, so that should help with that. We're going to catch our breath. Is it possible now? Let's see. Jump across. It's still too burdened. That's fair. We are pretty over encumbered. Weight-wise though, I mean, yeah, 122 kgs. It's because of the exoskeleton. We can manage it though. We've, nearly got 300 kgs worth of carrying capacity. So theoretically we should be okay. We could try to destroy this window frame here. And maybe it'll stay. Nope, it does not stay intact. It does not stay intact. We try to. Okay, we are now stuck under rubble. Okay. So that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen, and we're just gonna have to be okay with it. Tricky. Yeah, it's like ledges all around here, so that's a little bit clearer now, so we might be able to make our way on over towards the stairs. I think it would probably be wise for us to cast our air bubble, just because we're seeing gas down below. I really wish it lasted longer. I think maybe that's a spell that we're just going to have to try and work on, because it is something that we really do rely on. Because we can't have anything else covering our mouth. So we really need it. Okay, come on, we can do this. There we go, we cast air bubble. Let's walk on over towards the stairs. I'm trying to swing, we're not seeing anything down there. But there's quite a bit down there, as you might be able to see. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to kind of do like the lean down and shoot type thing, but my gosh. They have... This building is barely standing. I don't actually know how it is still standing. They have demolished the floor here. So we could theoretically make our way behind this and try and fight everything on the other side of that. I do think that there's a strong chance that they would just break through that rather easily. Okay, I'm just seeing what we have around us right now. This is more than a little concerning, because I feel like at any moment now this place could just collapse on us. We're going to start running, and we are going to run as quickly as we can in the opposite direction, putting some things between us and that great big pile of enemies. We are going to be more than fast enough here, I think. Yeah, we're okay. And the sun is already on its way down, so that's working out for us too. There's a cop car down there that looks like it might have a few things in the back of it, but we're not going to worry about that right this second. Okay. Cordless impact wrench. We don't need you. So, we need to get out of here. We need to get back home. Honestly, I wouldn't mind going past this, not music store, this pawn shop here, because we haven't been to this one. The pawn shop that we went to was down here, and there was actually quite a few useful things in there. So I'm going to put that down as a maybe. We can see some dead to the north of us, so we will avoid them for now. And okay, got someone up here. Military surplus store, and it is actually boarded up. Ooh, now that is tempting. Let's make our way down here for a moment. So, the integrated multi-tool, we can use that to pry stuff off the doors. We're going to try and see if we can do that. Dangerously close, we'll stop, we'll turn around, we will deal with you, and then we'll deal with you. And then, let's try again, see if we can pry. Damn it. Zombie hunter is on us. Oh boy. And so is everything else. Okay, that's fine. Let's make our way around the corner here, and down here. Okay, we can see a Kevlar brute. We saw one briefly then. Hello, that's a bruiser. Let's run around here for now, do a little dodge. Okay, do we want to fight you right now, and do we really need to get in here? Military surplus can have some pretty useful things sometimes. I don't think it's going to have solder. The fact that it's boarded up makes me want to get in there though. It makes me want to know, hey, is there a small chance that there could actually be some loot in No Hope? I wonder, actually, the crash axe might be better for us here. Let's just have a look at that for prying and pulling nails. Cannot use it to pry the nails. Okay, so it's going to have to be our multi-tool then. So, spotted a tough zombie, and it's dangerously close. All right. Oh, okay, we'll deal with this one as well. A few good swings, and we got it. If we do need to fight a lot of things, we can always head there, but ideally we don't. We're not trying to, but hey, this is Cataclysm. This is what happens. Okay, we are in. So what I think I'd like to try and do is activate our electron overflow so that we can use our headlamp in here. Okay, so our hair stands on end as that static charge runs through us. And let's turn on that headlamp and see what we got going on in this place. I'm kind of tempted to try and take some water and purify it if possible. We just need a big container to put it in. What do we got? A hydration pack. Okay. Wow. I mean, I know we've already got our other hydration pack as well. Let's just take that one as well. And let's just go and pour that into hydration packs, and then pour into hydration pack. Then we should have some purification tablets. Indeed we do. We'll put that into here. Okay, that took longer than I would have liked. Why is there only 3 water in that one? Cannot add any more water to it. Okay, weird. Okay, that's fine. But where is the clean water? Did we not just purify that? I am confused. Water purifying. It takes time now. Okay, well, let's chuck that other hydration pack away then, because we don't want to sit around and wait for that. That's cool. Okay, interesting. Hexamine. So that is a fuel that we can use in certain cookers. Can be made into smaller crumbs. Oh, it's a key component in the preparation of several military-grade explosives as well. That's fun, but we already have explosives in the form of our wand. We'll also just check in here as well, see what we got. Just detergent. It's just a little cleaning setup. Okay, all right, so let's mark that as explored, and then let's try and see if we can make it to the pawn shop. The gun store, I'm not that interested in them. You know, guns are guns. Okay, let's keep on moving. That electron overflow will actually help our armor just stay active for longer as well, I think. That's a nice looking military vehicle down there, but we won't be paying that any attention. Wow, that is an obliterated gun store. Just absolutely, what happened here? It looks like they collapsed the place on top of themselves. It's just bodies everywhere. What a mess. What a mess. Okay, so let's try and go between them then, maybe? I'm kind of tempted just to check the gun here, if possible. Let's see, we can unload it. Right, there's an ammunition belt in there. We put it in our inventory. Do we really need it? Not necessarily, but it's not going to kill us to hold on to it for a moment, so we will hold on to it. Then let's try and move past this damn thing and carry on. Take a few good swings at you two. Swing at that. Okay, what were you? You were a number of things. Rather, you just have a lot of stuff on you. Oh no, there's quite a few bodies here, just like in this pile, that we have nothing to do with. It was not us, surprisingly enough. Hello, Ravenfolk. And you are a little tricky to hit, aren't you? Okay, so, we got into the back rooms here of the pawn shop, and there are some things back here. We like to see it. There we go. That's you taken care of. All right. Excellent. There we go. Okay, so we've got a speed loader over here. And that looks like it's about it. That's actually a full-on ledge, so let's not deal with that. We'll just go back through round this way for the moment. Wow, so messy. Zombie lizard folk. Okay. What is that? A shorted electric forge. It's a frickin' forge. I mean, yes, it's shorted right now, but it's a forge. An electric metal working forge, powered by your electric grid. With the right tools, you could use this for metalworking. We can fix this. We can fix this. It might just be worth us trying to bring that back with us. If possible. That would be very, very cool. We're just going to shift that off of the shelf, just so I can kind of keep my eye on it for now, and we'll see what else we have here. A pickle horb, which is a type of helmet worn by German military officers. It does actually seem to be a legitimate helmet. Yeah. So not a replica. Actually does some protecting. Okay, we got another blade here, which also seems to be fake or just very, very old. There's a shotgun bandolier and just a old book. Army improvised field repairs. We will take that, thank you. The thermos is definitely tempting. Another one of those field repair manuals. And, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. The reason why I like coming to these stores as well, because sometimes if new items have been added, they'll be here. There's a spear gun. And there's a food dehydrator. Just a straight up bronze medal. Nah, Dusk is only interested in gold. Punch dagger. Now that is interesting. Kind of tempted to grab that. Would that supplement our claws? Maybe. And then finally, just some poppy red pants. Okay, so what's in the back here? Hard to tell. It does actually look like we can get in there. Maybe not through there. How's that water doing? It is still purifying. Okay, all right. Takes a little while. Popping outside briefly. We've got a boomer in the distance. Let's just have a quick look at this. French maid costume. Okay, let's see what's in this wooden box. Cigars. Okay. And the Principles of Effective Communication, a book that Dusk still really does need to read. We could try and bash open the gun safe here, but it's a gun safe. It's probably just going to have guns in it. Yes, we know that wizards exist in this world. Maybe they could be using safes to put cool things inside, but it would make quite a bit of noise for us to do that. I really do want to try out the punch dagger, but I feel like now is not the time while we still have the Lucerne hammer. I don't feel like us throwing away a magical hammer is worth it right now. So we're going to hold on to it as we start to try and make our way further north. We're going to mark this place as explored, and there really isn't anything else here that I think we're going to want to try and stop into before we start to make our way back home. So we're just going to try and make our way over to the woods here. I did notice one thing. There was a lost bug out bag in the apartments here. That might be worth us going for, but yeah, it's a big might. So let's deal with this boomer. And I guess one thing that we probably want to try and do before we actually get back home is try and break a few things apart, or pick up smartphones that we can take apart just for electronic scrap and stuff like that, because we don't want to, and it wouldn't really be fair of us to start to break apart things in the refugee center, because that's not for us to do. Ooh, hulking horror, where are you? Over towards the east at the moment, or rather, the west, the opposite of the east. Let's just duck between here. Can we? We can, but that's a devourer. You know what? Sure. Let's tango with the devourer. Oh, wow. We absolutely thrashed that. Jeez, that's a lot of damage. 86 followed by 126. Let's pick that peach tree and we'll just have a quick little munch of that. We'll stop consuming because a zombie predator has ruined everything for us. Jeez. Dusk still wanted to eat. Yeah, that is a deadly bite. We'll have those chocolate bars first, actually. Thank you for bringing those towards us. And we have yet another predator as it jumps down in front of us with 2 quick swings, followed by yet another bite. Dusk takes it out. We'll finish off those peaches. Lovely. And we'll see if that one had anything interesting. Nay, it did not. Okay, so yeah, we could quickly check out that bug out bag. You know what? We're here. Why not? Let's just open this. So it's in this room in this apartment somewhere by the looks of things. It's one of those things where it's like, how do we know that's there? Dusk has very good senses. I can see her senses picking up on details like that. Sometimes they're memories, moments left behind by other survivors. Or she could have just, seen it hanging up through a window. One of those things, Okay, but it doesn't actually seem to be here exactly. So, might not be this apartment, could be the one just next to it. Let's see if we... Oh boy. Okay, alarmed. That is unfortunate. That television there would give us quite a bit of electronic scrap, so I'm kind of tempted to see if we can get some goods from that. Looking on the map, we are still on the right square, so I think it can still be worth us just quickly looking around everything here. Just going to move that television for now. We'll haul it over here. Stop hauling for a moment. Let's see if we can take it apart. Okay, it'll take us an hour to take it apart. We'd be able to get quite a bit of scrap out of it. I think it's going to be worth it. Oh, we mutate. Great. Great. That's perfect. Nausea. Okay. And I suppose it's kind of fitting because we've been extra nauseous recently. Nausea. You feel nauseated almost constantly and are more liable to throw up from food poisoning, alcohol, etc. You can, if desired, think yourself into vomiting too. Ooh, okay. That's potentially useful. Having a mutation like that we can actively use. Yeah, active. Okay. So if we do think that we've been poisoned, we can do something about that. Okay, let us work on this here. Oh, okay. In the darkness, we are attacked by something. We're attacked by a feral storm shaper who quickly gestures and the air erupts into an eye-searing light. We are blinded. We have no idea what this person is. Oh boy. Okay, well, trying to lash out towards them, we hear a noise up here. They must be outside. To the west, I think we can see them. Let's see if we go crouched. Are we hidden? Very hard to tell. Oh, well, we hit something. We managed to bite the feral storm shaper in the leg. Let's stand back up. I think they're close. They're in here with us. And they are dead. Sweeping them to the ground, Dusk can see again a storm shaper. But someone that was lost to the Cataclysm. With her hammer, she brings it down and makes sure that they are well and truly dead. Okay, let's go and close the outside door. They can just open them anyway. There's mist everywhere. Okay, I don't think the mist is going to make it difficult for us to breathe or anything like that. Let's continue working here for a time. We will actually just crouch down here just so we're less visible from the outside. And the exoskeleton has run out of power. I probably should have shut it down before we started this. But hey, we have successfully managed to get everything that we're going to need out of that. The screen, I don't think we're going to need, but we will take everything else that's there. The amplified circuits and everything, I'd like to take them as well. We'll see if we are able to do that. But first of all, we need to unload the battery from that. And we're going to have to go through the charging process here, which seemingly is a little easier this time. Let's actually just take it off as well, just to make it a little easier for us. And we are going to be imbuing with lightning. Oh, hang on. Let's drop that steel fry pan and we'll try that again. And there we go. That's probably going to be enough charge to get us back, as long as we don't have any more detours. So let's go reload this. Nothing to reload it with, because we need to take it down first. So take down appliance, and it is reloaded. Okay, let's put that back on. Okay, and we'll pick up the other things. Some of them were not picked up. Got our hammer. We are missing our fry pan at the moment. Oh, we've actually got 2 of these repair manuals. We'll drop one of those at the moment, and I'll just see if there's anything else, any other crap that we can get rid of. Well, the answer right now is not really. Let's activate this though, and just see if weight has anything to do with it. No, it's a space-related thing, unfortunately. Yeah, our dimensional bag is currently full. You know what? That dragon skin vest, we're just going to put it on for now, if we can. Too many rigid items. Oh, you know what? We might not even be able to wear that anyway. Damn, because it's rigid and our bark is rigid. So, yeah, that's not going to work out for us. So we're probably just going to leave that behind, taking our fry pan back instead, ideally. Yes, wonderful. Okay, now we are still lit up at the moment. I think if we put our rucksack on, yes, okay. Taking it out of our lifting field does actually help there. We are just going to go back to a walk, and we are going to stop concentrating on all of our various things. There we go. Okay, all right. That's fine. We should be able to see relatively well out tonight. It's foggy, but, you know, we are generally going to see better than the dead. So our route is going to take us all the way back up towards the refugee center. We're in need of sleep, but we're also really in need of food. It's not going to be worth us doing gathering right now while we are so over-encumbered already. So I think from this position here, we're just going to try and see if we can navigate up to, I'll say here. Well, let's go for something, trying to go for a route in the woods. There we go. That's a little bit better. Oh, that was a narcolepsy kicking in for a moment then, and that's a taser tongue. So we fell asleep briefly, and then we got up and we just kind of carried on. Let's just put safe mode on and do a little bit more walking. Oh, and there are some scientists' corpses here, so we'll maybe just give them a wide berth for now. And we have discovered some more nests. Okay, well, that's good if and when we need eggs, which we are certainly going to need eggs, but right this second we can do without. Actually, we could just eat one whole, right? Well, and that's a giant ladybug, which they can be very, very dangerous. Our torso encumbrance ain't great right now. We are just going to take a swing at that from a distance. We can see that it clears the ground between us quite quickly. It's badly bleeding now, though, so we've messed it up. Oh, that was a great critical. This thing's probably going to bleed to death, so I don't think we're going to have to worry about it coming back and causing us more trouble. I mean, I say it'll bleed to death, maybe. Okay, let's see. Are you guys friendly? Maybe. It sounds like you're attacking, or being attacked by wasps right now, though. Which, if we stop that now, will be for the better. Because, oh boy, there's lots of mangled hatchlings around here. Okay, what is that? Oversized wasp. Okay. All right. Well, let's step in. We're swinging like mad. Eventually we will hit. I mean, we're swinging a big hammer around, so the chances of it actually landing, not great. Let's just turn on our lights for a moment here. Okay. They are not zombified. They are defending their little grove here. Damn. Everything's already hatched. So we will just carry on. I think they're going to be able to defend it well enough. And we have arrived back. And it's good to be back. Now, we haven't completed any missions since we have been gone, so we don't need to worry about that right now. Let's head over to our big collection of stuff in here. Okay, so first of all, let's go and activate the utility exoskeleton. We're going to unload it as well, drop the hammer for the moment, drop that battery, and we'll also drop the rig. Take that off for now. There we go. Okay, so looking at our equipment here, do we have solder in amongst everything else that we've got? No. Okay, that's all right. We've got all of the dust that we could possibly want for our various mental powers, which is great. We have quite a few different mutagens here. I'm very tempted to take the raptor. We have our mithril ingots, fantastic. And we've got some felt patches down here too. Okay, for the moment, we are just going to put this Kevlar vest on because, well, it's clothing, and it's also going to stop us from being lit up all the time. If we also take our backpack off, it's not going to be anywhere near as bad, the encumbrance that we've dealt with in the past. Oh, that Alpha is already completely out of our system. Okay, so yeah, maybe we do go in and take that raptor right away. Just because it's better to have some kind of primer in there than nothing. Otherwise, you'll just have, your body churning away. Okay, so let's go talk to the traders, see if there's any chance that they have solder. Let's have a look. Smokes, the merchant. We do not have the prospectus yet, but I'd like to try and trade. Does actually have quite a lot of supplies, welding rods and wire, and solder. Bloody brilliant. Okay, so let's maybe try and buy 200 solder. It's going to cost us next to nothing. Let's see what else. You've got thread as well. That's very useful. Just good to know. Okay, I am happy to make up that difference. Is there something very, very cheap that we could give you? We need to give you 60 cents. Well, I got a glass flask of 2 plastic chunks. Sure, we'll give you that to begin with. Here, let me give you a few bandages. Okay, maybe more than a few, so we'll do 3. There we go. We go into credit at that point. Okay, thank you very much, Smokes. All right, so we should be able to fix some of our stuff now. Hopefully. We might need a few more electronics. We'll see about that. So we're just going to kind of weld, or rather solder by the door here. We're just going to open it. Dusk is just sitting on the ground. Yeah, let's actually go sitting on the ground. And oh yeah, we're going to need to put that battery down. So let's go for construction, medium battery. Hope you don't mind me setting this up here. And there we go. I just want to put into perspective just how weird Dusk would look to everyone else that's here. Yes, they do have some magical beings here. They've got raven folk. They've got lizard folk. I mean, this is a dwarf here, but Dusk is 7'5", well, 7'4" and a bit, with bark skin, a reptilian muzzle, horns that poke through her wizard hat, vines that have sprouted from her back, and a barky raptor tail. Just, yeah, just to put things into perspective here. Okay, all right, now, back to work. Soldering iron. Let's go plug it into that battery there. Wonderful. Okay, now we will activate it again. Activate the soldering iron. Okay, we are going to repair. Oh, that's not how it works. We're going to try and mend. That's what we're doing. We're mending here. So we're also going to work on that, definitely. But most importantly, the tablet PC. That needs to come first. Okay, we've got everything else for it. It's a blown fuse. We just need some electronic scrap. It's only going to take 5 minutes for us to fix it. Okay, brilliant. I love that. That is fantastic. And so it works now? Yeah, And we can actually plug that into the battery here as well. Not a bad idea. We won't worry about doing that right now, but that's good to know. Okay, so next, scrolling down, we're going to go to our MP3 player. I think this one needed a little bit more work. Yeah, an hour. We also need to have a circuit board. Okay. Did you happen to have a circuit board by chance? Let's just wander on back. Yes, I know we could get one easily enough, but I think where we can trade, I think it's worth it. Lots of cardboard rolls, no circuit boards. Okay, so we might be able to get circuit boards by taking apart some of our other electronic scrap, but I think before we do that, we'll try and repair our other tool, just to see what we need to mend that. Circuit board for that as well. Okay, shorted electronic circuit. So having a look at this, what can we get those electronic, or rather, it's a processor board. We can get it from the smartphones. Okay, so we can take you apart. It only takes 3 minutes to take apart a smartphone. Okay, we'll take that apart. Now, what's more important to us right now? The MP3 player is certainly helpful, but we might be able to get processor boards from other things. So let's work on our other tool first. Yeah, so we're going to go mend. Oh, circuit board, not processor board, circuit board Rycon, which we can get by taking apart amplifier circuits. Okay, we'll just take apart 2 of those then. All right, so we will actually do the MP3 player first then. Okay. Hey, there we go. And we've finished replacing that shorted circuit. Unfortunately, very thirsty still. How's that water? Still purifying, huh? Okay. All right. We're probably going to have to leave that until tomorrow, I think. We will work on mending our other stuff, which is going to take another hour, but it'll be worth it. Oh, more than an hour. Okay, well, let's see how we go. Oh, this is just using our integrated welder. Okay, I'm okay with that. I would have thought it was using the soldering iron, but I guess some of these can be mended with the welder. And there we go. Gosh, that took far longer than I thought. And we had some changes. Dusk's reptilian muzzle turned into a snout and then turned into a dromaeosaur muzzle. A raptor muzzle. Yeah. That is an impressive bite that you'll have there now, I'm assuming, Dusk. Let's see. Yeah, your face has drastically mutated, with the bone of your jaws having extended forth into a long tapered snout. The palate of your mouth is considerably vaulted, with curved serrated teeth lining your saurian maw and reptilian scales covering your muzzle's exterior, while paleobiology has evidently not evolved with your mouth gear in mind, making such items unwearable. The bite wounds you can now inflict promise the ferocity of long-dead beasts. Yeah, that bite is going to be incredibly deadly. And yes, while I imagine there are scales there, those scales are made from bark as well. And I just find it so wild that we have this creature that Dusk is seemingly just an absolute killer who can't eat meat. Yeah. I don't know if that meat intolerance would stick around if we kept on working on some of these things. And yet again, we have lost the effect there. We have no primer there now. The primers are just burning through so quickly. We do have some extra alpha mutagen here. I think we're going to knock that back. We're balancing between the elf and the raptor and other saurid forms right now, which is why we're having some interesting effects out of this. Okay, but all of our electronics are fixed right now, which is great. That's fantastic. We are tired, but most importantly, we are dehydrated, and unfortunately that water is still purifying right now, so we're going to have to try and get hydration in other ways. So the best thing we can do right now is go out and harvest. Get as many berries as we can, and just munch back. We are not going to need to bring much with us. You know what? I want to equip that punch dagger though. Let's have that in our hands. Can we use the punch dagger and Tai Chi? No. That's okay. Let's just use brawling with it then and see how that goes. But we're going to leave quite a bit of our stuff behind. So let's just go haul everything over here for a moment. And then we're going to go and drop just a load of stuff that I don't think we're actually going to need to bring with us. There are general tools that I think I'm going to bring no matter what. I say that, but we're not going to need a file set. We're not going to need the tongs or the hammer right now. I have to get better at leaving these things behind. We'll bring the frying pan just in case we want to toast some eggs while we're out there. We'll leave the mutagen behind as well. Okay, time to head out into the night, Dusk. I know you're tired. I can imagine Dino Dave giving Dusk a interesting look as she emerges with that sordid jaw of hers. Yeah. Okay, so we can't see all that far as well. That's all right, that's fine. So we're going to be heading into the woods and just getting everything and anything that we can out here. It is still summer, so we should still be able to harvest. We found some acorns, but we're not going to want to eat them just as is, so we'll keep on moving until we find other good things. We've actually... Oh, okay, we're feeling some pain. I think that's just stuff hitting us right now. So, the huckleberries, are they poisonous? I'm trying to remember. We're going to have the blackberries to begin with. No, I don't think so. No, it was a different type of berry, and I can't remember off the top of my head, but I know that I will recognize it when I see it. We've got some more berries here as well, so yeah, we're just going to keep on knocking these back. Wow, we're already full? I'm quite surprised. For Dusk, that really didn't take all that much. We'll keep on harvesting for now, and then I think what we'll probably end up doing is, we'll take the dragon nails, but we'll probably look at expanding our stomach so that we can eat more. Small dinosaur eggs, wonderful, we will take them. We'll actually make sure that we boil them so that we can enjoy them. And we haven't even reached the forest yet, we're just doing general harvesting right now. Got some strawberries, wonderful. Some more dinosaur eggs, excellent. Just the small ones though, so they're not gonna give us too much, but hey, better than nothing. In an oversized folded cardboard box. How much cardboard can I get from you? Probably quite a bit. I'm half tempted to wield that, just so we can take that back to Dino Dave. You know what? The place is close. Let's grab it and let's take it back. Okay, so let's just have a quick look and see exactly what it was that Dave wanted from us. 40 small cardboard boxes. So the current oversized cardboard box, if we were to butcher that, well, what would that give us? We can't disassemble it by the looks of things. So we'll just butcher it instead. 200 pieces of cardboard. Now, to make a small cardboard box, okay, we just need a lot of duct tape, which we can actually get from just over here. You know what? I think we can complete this quest. I feel like that might be something nice. Something kind that we can do here. Let's trade. We are going to trade for some of your duct tape. Not just some, we're going to take quite a bit of that if we can. And then what will we trade you? Let's see. Can I trade you the whiskey that's in the flask? No. Let's see. We're probably going to have to just trade you some medication, I think. I've got lots of antibiotics still, so let's just do that. And that leaves us with, with quite a bit of credits. So what we can do is just hit F1, and that just balances the debt out. So there we go. We will store the cardboard rolls of duct tape. That's all right. Okay. Thank you, buddy. Now, you want 20 small cardboard boxes, huh? So let's have a look here. Okay. Oh, we can make 11. That's not a bad start. It's the duct tape that's the limiting factor, or... Yeah, it's the duct tape that's the limiting factor. Okay. We might have some more in our closet, potentially. And we're just going to stop crafting occasionally just so that we can knock back some of these berries until we are full, just like so. Okay, there we go. Cardboard boxes, many cardboard boxes. We are over halfway there at this stage. Yeah, we got our 11 cardboard boxes down there. We still got lots of pieces of cardboard left. We just need some more duct tape. Okay, so let's go see if we actually have any duct tape just stashed away. Unfortunately, we do not right now. Well, I've hunted high and low, but unfortunately there is no more duct tape here. So Dino Dave is gonna have to wait. I did remember something else though. We had the electric forge that we picked up, which has gotta be here somewhere, because I did grab that. I am almost completely certain that I grabbed that because that would completely bypass our need for charcoal, for coal, because we could just power it electrically. And now that I'm thinking about it, I do wonder if the demon forges run on something other than charcoal or coal. You know, would they run on mana dust? Is that possible? That's the case. It might be, but I don't know. I don't know where this thing is. I thought it was in our dimensional bag, but I'm not seeing it. It's because I didn't grab it. It's because I didn't grab it. It's still down there. It's still in the pawn shop. It's early morning. It's early morning, and if we're fast, I can make it. I can make it. Okay, we're gonna have to drop off a lot here. The eggs, the berries. We'll keep the umbrella because I think we're probably going to need that. I mean, heck, we'll probably just be able to wield it on the way back. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. We will see, won't we? Yes, we shall. Okay, all right, we are tired. We probably shouldn't be doing this right now, but heck, I'm not going to end the episode before we know for certain. The sun is up already, so you know what? Let's just get the umbrella out. And we're going to change over to Force Unarmed. Dusk, let's get a move on. Okay, and as we start to get closer, we are starting to see more of the dead, more of the damned, and I guess we shouldn't be surprised there at all. I'm going to see if I can quickly cast Wind Running on ourselves, please. There we go. And we will be ready to run should we need to, but oh boy. Dusk, she is deadly with those hands and feet. And right now we pretty much just have to go straight down. We are going to try and go around the dead where we can. I don't know if we're going to be able to go out the back of this building, so let's just go down the side for now. We're not worried about harvesting anything else currently. Let's see, we should be pretty close to it. Okay, down that way a little bit more, so further still, and that's a devourer. Okay, let's not get devoured. Dusk, okay, slashing at it. We haven't seen any of those big bites come through yet, but the horns seem to do most of the work for her. And it's not even using all that much stamina, which is nice. We should be able to outpace that. Our speed is looking pretty damn good right now. Okay, and the pawn shop is just to the south of us, so let's keep moving. That hatchery is probably going to pop any minute now, so let's just quickly deal with that. Okay, we're going in through this door here. Okay, there it is on the floor. I put it on the floor so I didn't forget it, and I forgot it, but now we got it. So let's get the hell out of here, Dusk. We got what we need. That forge is what we need. I still can't quite believe just how lucky we've been. The fact that we found the flat iron tongs, the fact that we found a freaking electric forge just in a pawn shop. Mind you, it is one that will need to be mended, and having a very quick look at that, it is shorted. Okay, so mending it, just a circuit board and some solder. We can use our integrated welding kit. It will take about an hour for us to do that, but we have all of those things back at home, or at least a circuit board we should be able to get easily enough. Let's turn and face this just because it's going to be able to keep up with us pretty easily. You bastard, you. Okay, you know what, for old time's sake, let's just try and change things up here. Our focus is looking okay currently, so let's go turn our extended channeling off, and let's see if we can just throw you back. Let's go for a force shove. 30% chance of failure, okay. Push and slam it back into the wall. Wonderful, it is downed. We chase up towards it. We take it out, Dusk, we take it out. Okay, so let's keep moving here. Let's get out of this town. We definitely still have the forge with us as we make our way up and towards the woods. Let's get out of here, Dusk. On the move. We are home free. And there we have it. Back home. Okay. Safe and sound. Wonderful. And just like that, we are one step closer, folks. More than one step. We are multiple steps closer. All we need to do is make a hot cut in the next, and then we can actually start making this blade. And we can make it. Well, actually, we can't make it right here. We need an anvil. And that is going to be easier to do back in the elf workshop. So we can do most of the things here, most of the prep. But in the next episode, if all goes well, we will be starting construction of that legendary mithril blade. I can't wait to have that in our hands. Legionnaires, I gotta thank you all for joining me for yet another episode here in the Cataclysm. If you enjoyed today's episode, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. As for now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay